The Prophet ﷺ told us that Allah loves the actions that are consistent, even if they're small. Got that? That's a very important spiritual principle. The actions that are consistent, even if they're small. And by the way, you see this in the physical world too, right? You know, it's better to do 50 sit-ups every day than to do like 5,000 and never do it again, right? So this is the way it works spiritually. Even if you're just gonna say a few, but be consistent, you will see a transformative effect. You don't have to spend an hour doing it. You can have, you know, something you can do on your commute. You know, there's also a way to listen to it if you're driving, whatever. But what you can do in the app is you can put a star next to certain supplications, and then that becomes your collection. But make sure you're consistent. If you can wanna, you know, allot 7 of them or whatever amount, but be consistent in the morning, in the evening, and then before you sleep. And just do that, and after even a few days, you will see a huge difference. How many people, is there anyone in the audience who tried this? Who did this? So you guys know what I'm talking about. The difference. Did you see the difference? Yeah. It changes your life. It changes your psychological and emotional state. Am I right? So she's like, yeah. And the days you don't do it, you feel it. Yes.
I was gonna say, I used to hang it up against the wall. When I wake up, I'll just look at it.
So he's saying you used to hang it up on the wall, when you get up, you look at it. Exactly. And then of course, like when you don't do it, you feel it, right? It's like, you know, you didn't do it. I will tell this, for those who are married, there's a lot of seminars out there about, you know, marriage advice and stuff. Actually, my husband is a marital coach himself, and he uses Islamic coaching. And one thing I will tell you is that all the advice that they give us, you know, Islamic marriage advice, Islamic marriage counsel, honestly, the best marital advice I can give anyone is do your morning and evening adhkar. I promise you. Like, but no one says this, but I'm telling you, this is the secret. It's actually the best marriage advice I could give anyone. And I know this from a lot of experience. So it's really amazing because it changes your spiritual state. It changes your mental state. And remember we talked about the unseen? I mentioned a few things. I mentioned we don't see Allah, right? We don't see heaven and hell. We also don't see shaitan. We also don't see shaitan. And we also don't see shaitan's army, but it's real and it exists. And Allah has told us in the Quran that shaitan is an avowed enemy to mankind, and especially to the believer. And so what these adhkar do, among other things, is they create a shield. This is, by the way, why it's called fortress of the Muslim, because it creates a fortress around the believer's heart and around your life, really, around your marriage, around your children. It is a shield from any kind of unseen force that wants ill for us. And this is something documented in the Quran, that shaitan is an open enemy. And so all around, it actually really transforms your entire life. So that was number 2. And then finally, number 3 is having the Quran a daily part of your life. Now, I know many of us read a lot of Quran in Ramadan. We try to finish it, right? We go to Taraweeh, but we have to be careful, because what would happen to a person if they only eat for 1 month out of the year?